It's a rainy Tuesday. Well, if it's raining, it must be time for May Mart, huh?
Well, yeah, that's what usually happens, Todd.
Deb Stumpf is with us, Indiana Garden Club. It is May Mart time, and our visit with Deb, the annual visit with Deb, is presented by Marcus and Mack, voted the best law firm and best personal injury lawyer 3 years in a row in the Best of Indiana County contest. You can visit them online at marcusandmack.com. It really is something that is a very, very special time of the year. May Mart, and even more special this year, Deb.
Yes, it's very special this year, Todd, because this year we're celebrating our 50th anniversary.
Wow.
We have been doing May Mart in some way, shape, or form for the last 50 years.
Mm-hmm.
And this year we were actually granted a special recognition award by the Garden Club Federation of Pennsylvania for our continuous service, both to the community and to the public. So we've really decided this year that we're going to do some special things to celebrate our anniversary. There are going to be a lot of giveaways. You're going to be able to go around and register for prizes at every booth that the Garden Club is in charge of.
Oh, yeah.
So
All the Garden Club booths.
yes, all the Garden Club booths, you'll be able to win a prize. And we'll also have, of course, our scholarship raffle along with that. So be prepared to write your name and phone number down several times when you visit. So we will also be having a photo booth this year. And if you have your picture taken at the photo booth, which will be free, it will download right into your phone, so you'll have the picture right away.
Oh, nice.
So we hope that that will get people out and visiting with us this year.
Yeah. Well, I think the first May Mart I remember was at Mack Park years and years and years ago. And you've been at White Township Recreation Complex in the S&T Bank Arena for quite a few years.
Yes, quite a few years. We started out as a simple plant sale at Claypool's Farm. And it actually snowed that year. And we have moved along as the event grew. We needed more space, and we moved to the Rustic Lodge. And that is where we were fortunate enough at that time to have Mildred Mahalchik as one of our members. And so her husband graciously let us use funeral tents so that we could be protected from inclement weather.
Very nice.
And we started selling the mushroom sandwiches and strawberry pie after former member Roseanne Lubold and one of her friends went to Pittsburgh and came back and decided, well, she could make those, we could make them and sell them at our May Mart. So we started doing that. It's been very popular. This year we are also adding Sloppy Joes to our kitchen menu. So if you're interested in that, it'll be available for you.
Yeah, you can get your lunch. Now, May Mart begins on what day?
It begins on Friday, the 16th.
This Friday is the 16th.
16th and Saturday the 17th. Okay.
And the hours for the 2 days are what?
Okay. On Friday we will be there from 10 until 7, and on Saturday we'll be there from 9 to 4. So come on out and visit us. We're going to have lots of vendors. We're going to be selling a lot of different kinds of plants. And we also have a wonderful kids corner that the Garden Club puts on. And your children can get to pot a plant and take it home with them. They have different sorts of crafts that are nature related. And the kids always have a good time. So if you're bringing your children with you, allow a little time for them to visit our kids corner because it's really worth it. Also, we will be publicizing our Garden of the Month program. So if you're coming to the event and you know of someone who has a beautiful garden, you might want to stop by the Garden of the Month desk and leave us their name and phone number so that we can go and check out their garden and perhaps nominate them for Garden of the Month.
Yeah, there you go.
So we do publicize our own programs. We publicize our scholarships. Last year we awarded 2 $1,000 scholarships. And I'm happy to say that one of our scholarship winners also received a state scholarship from GCFP for $1,000, and her application was sent on to the regional garden club, which is made up of 7 garden clubs on the East Coast.
Uh-huh.
So that's quite an honor to have someone
Yeah, it really is.
perceived like that.
Yeah.
We also have a lot of other things going on. We have seeds that you can pick up. We have,
You still do the orphans thing?
yes, we
Orphan
do.
plants?
We do, and that's bigger and better than ever. We have a lot of plants coming in for that this year. We also do a garden mart, which is gently used things for your garden, pots, vases,
Mhm.
yard art, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And we do have our information table, and we'll let you know how you can join the garden club if you'd like.
Yeah, well, absolutely. Membership is always appreciated, and
Oh, yes.
we'd love to have people come on board. Now, are you going to be both indoors and out at this?
Yes, we will be both indoors and out,
So inside the S&T Bank Arena and out
and on both sides.
on both sides.
And we also have the junior high jazz band coming to perform, and we have a chorus from East Pike School coming to perform. So that'll be another something that you can maybe sit down in a chair, take a break,
Mm-hmm.
and listen to them.
Yeah, have a good time listening to some music, and of course, when they come, they bring their families with them too. They want to see their children performing, and so that's a nice thing to have happen. Garden Club, of course, also features lots of different vendors with crafts and other things.
Yes.
And
We'll have lots of different vendors there selling all sorts of things. So it's always it's always a good time to come on over and check out what we have.
yeah.
Get your plants ready for the spring and enjoy yourself.
Well, do a lot of people get vegetable plants there, or are they generally after flowers when they come to May?
Both.
Both.
Okay, we have vendors that sell both. Okay, and that's a good thing, because then we have a variety of whatever people are looking for. So we have numerous plant vendors, and not everybody sells the same thing. So
That's a good thing.
yeah,
Yeah. Well, and of course, as you said, it's the 50th anniversary
yes, it is.
of May Mart. That's,
Yes.
Wow, that's something else.
That's a long time. And we still have one member who is an associate member of our club, and she's in her 90s, and she still maintains her membership even though she lives in Pittsburgh.
Mhm.
But she was at the first May Mart, and that's where we got an awful lot of information
Mhm.
about what happened at May Mart, and
She still remembers the first one.
she still remembers the first one because she's the one who told me it snowed.
Well, that was right after that. You changed it from February Mart to May Mart. No, I'm just kidding.
No, it was actually in May. So.
It was in May and it was snowing. So
Yep.
you're telling me we should not complain about the weather that we've had recently.
No, it could be worse.
We do need the rain, and so we've gotten some lately, and we're continuing to get some today. But May Mart is coming up on Friday and Saturday.
Yes, it is.
White Township Recreation Complex. Well, that's a wonderful thing. Folks who want to learn more about May Mart and the Indiana Garden Club, what should they do, Deb?
They can go to our website, which is indianagardenclub.org, or they can go to, or they can email us at igcinformation@gmail.com.
igcinformation@gmail.com.
Yes.
Beautiful. Thank you, Deb, for coming in again. It's good to see you again.
Well, thank you for having me.
It is Indiana in the morning. It's WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, WCCSradio.com. 22 and a half after 8 o'clock. Let's get the health cycle in this morning. We turn to Kristen Marks and I think Anna Eliopoulos for this morning's health news. Here's the health beat.
Confirmed cases of measles in the U.S.
Thank you, Deb.
Outbreak started in
Okay.
Texas in
Always
January. It's
float
only the
off my
second
mind
time
when
there
we
have
get
been that in decades. Texas is still ground zero.
Well, if
of
this
the
is the
outbreak.
worst part of your
More
week,
than
you must be
700
having a
cases
pretty
reported, according to the CDC. 3 people have
No, the worst is yet to come.
The worst, yeah.
Tomorrow is when the setup starts.
Yeah,
So
that's the worst.
That's it. And we determined last year that those of us who are available for the setup are the older members.
Oh, yeah.
Because the younger ones still work.
They're all still working.
Yeah, so that's the way it goes. Hey, well, thank you so much. We really appreciate
It
it.
was distributed between April the 18th and the 28th in California, Arizona, Nevada, and Washington State. I'm Mark Davey.
A new AI tool developed at Mass General Brigham can tell you how old you look biologically. It's called Face Age, and it analyzes your face using a headshot to estimate your biological age and your risk for cancer. Health Update. I'm Kristen Marks.
This is House Call for Health. As the countdown to the end of the school year ticks down, many students will be facing a slew of final exams and projects. Some are even starting the hunt for their future careers. Mental health experts warn that this time can be filled with stress. They advise against engaging in unhealthy coping methods, like emotional eating, self-isolation, and oversleeping. Instead, they suggest stress prevention tools that won't trigger negative side effects, like physical activity and taking deep breaths.
You can also keep what's called a stress journal. You can just kind of keep track of what the stressor is and what caused the stressor, and then how you reacted to that stressor, and then maybe how you manage that stressor. If you do that for a few days, maybe up to a week, you might start to identify some of those things that are causing a lot of stress.
That's